Hey guys, what I want to talk to you about today is prepping a vehicle for paint. Now, so many people, which is understandably, they want to save some money on their paint job because paint jobs are expensive anyway. They want to do their own body work and their own prep. Well, what happens is a lot of times this doesn't always come out the way that they want it to. And me as a painter, I typically don't like to warranty, these kind of jobs for peeling or chipping or any kind of other blemishes that may occur due to contaminants in the paint. And this truck right here is a perfect example. The owner started with a really straight vehicle, and he thought that all he had to do was to sand it down, get it ready to bring in. We can just mask it off and paint it. Well, when we got it in here, we started doing that, and we found that in the door jambs the truck had been painted several times. Okay, so we went ahead, stripped all that down, and when I went to paint the door jambs, I masked off so that I wouldn't have any overspray around the outside, so I'd have any extra sanding to do on the vehicle. Plus, it gave me a line to know where I needed to blend and cut my paint. After I did the door jambs, I went to pull off the tape, and as you can see right here, when I pulled off the tape, it literally pulled the primer off of the vehicle. So even though the owner had already wet sanded and got this vehicle ready for paint when it came into the shop, it should have been just a quick in and out job. Now we're going to have to strip all of this primer off, and maybe even more, to make sure that we get a paint job that's going to last and is going to stick to the vehicle. Because what happens is, over time, the paint dries from the outside in, and so with a job like this where we're going to be putting a large amount of material on the vehicle, you want to make sure that it's going to stick to the vehicle, not only because you're spending all this money, but because it just makes a good job. And as a painter, I look down the road to where when this car is out on the street, or if it's at a show or something, I want people to know that hey, this guy did a good job, because even if it's got a couple of dings in it that the owner didn't fix, they don't care about, that reflects back on the painter. It doesn't matter what the owner did to the body work, it always makes the painter look bad. And people go, oh God, I can't believe that guy painted this vehicle. But that's the reason why when they come into the shop, even stuff like this, I'll go down and fix it. Yes, it is an extra cost, and yes, I do charge for that, but in the end, you get a better job, you get a better vehicle out of it, and it's something that you're going to be more proud of, okay?